Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. If this is the first time you're coming across this channel, thank you very much for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, hi loves. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Bubu Caftan. Okay, so this is the fabric we are going to be using to make this beautiful dress. So this is not going to take you like up to 10 minutes. So to make this beautiful Caftan Bubu gown, we are going to be folding our fabric into two like this. Okay, so I'm currently using 3 yards for this dress. To be on the safer side, I'm going to advise you to use 4 yards. I'm going to be taking this end and join with this other end and fold it into two. Once you are done folding it into two, the next thing you're going to be doing is to fold it into two like this. Okay, so once I was done folding it, the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to take the neck measurement. So we have both the back and the front pieces here. So what we are going to be doing first of all is to take the back neck measurement. The wideness of the neck is 3.5 inches, but because I'm cutting this directly on my fabric, I'm going to be making use of 3 inches. Okay, so once I'm done sewing it, we end up having 3.5 inches. Then the length of the back, which is the depth, is going to be 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and join the points together. So this is it. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is to impute the front neck measurement. So this one is for the back. So the front is going to be 3.5 inch. So you can make use of 4 inch if you want to. So the front of this dress look like a V, but it's not actually a V. So something like that. So I'm going to be making use of 4 inches like this. So I'm supposed to make use of 4.5. Once I'm done sewing it, I will end up having that 4.5. So what I'm going to be doing, because it's not a V, is like round stuff like that, I'm just going to use my French cuff to give it that shape. So if you want yours to be V, you can make it V. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to impute the length of the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to be making use of this full length that I have here. So what I'm going to be doing is to come down from this side. That's the end part of the sleeve. I will come down by 1/2 inch. So once I was done coming down by 1/2 inch, I'll go ahead and I'll draw a slant line from this neck shoulder down to this 1/2 inch that I have here. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is to cut out the back side before cutting out the front side. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it just like the same way you see me doing. I will cut it like this. I'll go ahead and cut the shoulder slope. So once I was done cutting the shoulder slope, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to separate the back from the front so that I'll be able to cut out the front pieces. So I'm just going to remove the back like this. I'll just go ahead and cut out the front. Okay, next thing I'm going to be doing is to fold this into two to the front side. Okay, because I'm going to be looking for the window of this front side, and I'm going to be sewing boba bias to it. So what I'm going to be doing is to come to the down here. Here is the center for the down. I'll go ahead and notch it like this. Okay, I'll also notch it. So once I was done notching it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to open it like this. So here is my boba bias that I'm going to be using for the black straight line at the front. So I used to put the design like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down. So it is advisable you don't just cut it to the end here, just cut it, at least let it be excess in case of incasity. So what I'm going to be doing is to take it to my sewing machine and sew the edge like this down and sew the other side. This is how to piping up the neck, because if you check, you're going to see that the black boba bias is showing at the front, not at the back. So please pay attention to this. I'm going to start sewing it from the back. This is the back side of the fabric, right? I'm going to place my boba bias like this on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down. So once you are done pinning it like this, you will sew it like this. Okay, like this. Once you are done sewing it, the next thing you're going to be doing is to use this one to lap it like this. It's already giving us what we want already. This is how it's going to look. So once you fold it back like this, you will iron it. Once you're done ironing it, make sure you pin it down. Then you will sew it. You sew the edge like this. Make sure when you are sewing it, the back is not showing. The only thing that is showing is this black. Okay, that is what you are basically going to be doing. The same method we use for this neckline is what we're also going to be using for the back. Then once I'm done sewing the back and the front, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to join the shoulders together like this. I will sew the shoulder like this. I will sew the other side of the shoulder. I will join it together. That is the only thing we are going to be doing. Once you are done doing that, I will come back and show you guys the next thing to do. So I've gone ahead to sew it. This is how it looks like. This is the neck. Okay, so this is the back side of the neck. You can see it. So this is a black design, as you can see. So I also went ahead to fold the side. Okay, then I also went ahead to fold the down as well. So I folded it down with half an inch. Then I've gone ahead as well to join the shoulder. This is it. So this is what we are going to be having. The next thing we are going to be doing now is to impute our basic bodice measurements. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to be folding this into two. So you're just going to pick it like this and fold it into two. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is to impute my bust measurement. So before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and mark the armhole. So the armhole length I'm using is 9 inches. So you can go ahead to use 9 or 10 depending on what you want. So from this 9, I'm just going to measure the bust point. The bust point is 10. This is the bust point. The other bust is 13. So the half length is 15. The hip length is 21. Okay, so this is the hip length. So from this hip length, I'm going to be coming down by 3.5 inches. This is how I normally determine my hip for all my clients. So I'm going to be imputing the bust measurement. Okay, so the bust is 9.5. So this 9.5, I'll go ahead and add 1 inch is allowance, or you can decide to add 1.5 inch or 2 inches. I'm going to be adding 1 inch like this. So whenever you are taking your measurements, note that you are going to be taking it from the front. This is the front side of the fabric because it's an agbada. Okay, so you cannot take the measurement from the back. After sewing it, if you turn it, you are not going to be seeing this hand. So if you want this hand to show on your agbada, make sure you are taking the measurement from the front. You fold it to the front. As you can see, this is the front side of the fabric. So I just want to remind you guys about that. I will come to the waistline. I will impute the waist measurement, which is 8 plus 1 inch is going to give me 9 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark 9.5 inch. I added 1.5 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and join the points together like this. So even if the check show, no problem, you will still go ahead and clean it off. So I'll come to the hip line like this. I will measure the hip measurement. So the hip measurement is 11.5. I will add 1 inch, which is going to give me 12.5. Okay, like this. I'm just going to be using my ruler like this. So once I'm just doing it, I will clean this off so that it will not be visible. I'll go ahead and mark this hip measurement that I marked there at this down side. So the hip measurements I used was 11.5, right? So I'll go ahead and impute 11.5 like this. So I'll also go ahead and add 1 inch to the 11.5 like this. Okay, so from this point, I'm just going to draw a slant line to meet up with this point like this. Then from this down, we are going to be coming up by 5 inch because it's going to have tear at the down. We are going to be coming up by either 5 inch, 6 inch or 7 inch depending on what you want. So for me, I will just come up by 6 inch. Okay, I'll mark 6 inch like this so that the person will be able to walk freely. I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine and sew it like this. I'm going to follow this line that I marked and sew it like this. I end it here. So I'm going to be repeating the same thing I did here to this other side. So guys, I'm done marking it at this other side, so I'm just going to take it to the same machine and sew it like this. This is the only thing you just need to do. So it's as simple as this. Okay, so that is going to be the end for this video. At least 15 minutes, 10 minutes, you are done, trust me. So guys, we come to the end of this video. I couldn't show you guys how the end products look like because the client came to collect her dress immediately I finished sewing it, so I couldn't hang it on my dummy to show you guys how it's look like. This job was an urgent work, okay, so they gave it to me a day to the day she wanted to use it. I hope you learned a lot. Please leave your comments at the comment section. If you have any question, let me know. Don't forget to also appreciate me at the comment section by leaving a nice and a warm comment. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Turn on post notification if you want to see more videos like this. If you like the dress you are seeing on the screen right now, kindly go and watch the tutorial video. Is already up on my channel. Thank you. Bye.